EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. The first of 3 on this Thanksgiving. Glad to have you along on this holiday. And we begin right here in the Motor City. That one. Line of the end zone. The touchback means the drive will start at the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Jalen will be hurt.
Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. Points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes in the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback. And then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
What's up, Chad?
They'll look to throw.
Why did they say she wanted to do it against that?
Touchdown, Lions. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The extra point is up and through. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Kamari and Lassiter there on the stop.
Run it up. Kamari Lassiter. Former Texas.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now, Stroud. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw.
Uh-oh, give me that.
Swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Give me that.
Yeah, that's a creative playbook that I got. I always play with a custom playbook. I don't run stock playbook. I play with a custom. You gotta. That's the first thing you should do, cuz you should create you a playbook on NCAA, Madden, any football game you play.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. A ball deep for the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline.
Gotta create.
It'll be an incompletion.
Got to.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there.
Appreciate the light.
And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, you want in the league, cuz? Hey, got the Raiders open. They're a nice little squad.
Quick throw, taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early.
You got to do all that.
Think back to our conversation with this
players,
coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early
He
and
just
often.
finished the
So
Super Bowl.
that might be his first target.
So
I don't think it's going to be his last.
But yeah, you got to draft the players and everything.
To throw is Stroud. First down throw there is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Stroud gives it to Pierce. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stroud. It is brought in the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
What the
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And I think this is going to be a matchup they exploit the rest of the game. They go to it here early to test it, and I think with those results, it's something they should continue to come back to, because I'm not sure the defense has a matchup for that running back.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta.
How?
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Blown back in the backfield. They'll get the carry here.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it, because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Pressure gets there. And down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
We got to take your 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Tight end going in motion here. away and incomplete.
I
And
thought
what's
he was
clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in the...
Come on, bro. Don't do that.
And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Houston. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it to distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away.
Appreciate the follow.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
I was on that.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Uptown 17, appreciate the follow, my boy.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10.
We on that.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Back to throw.
Oh.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll look to throw again. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Back to the air one more time. They go right back to Laporta. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
They'll look to throw yet again. first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Second and 7.
That's crazy.
Caught by Laporta. And he will get into the end zone. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
What it do? Yeah.
The extra point. Up and good. And the Lions move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Look at your angles. And all in the building.
Second down throw for Stroud.
Ah, that's crazy.
Swing it outside.
He wasn't even
It's
sticking
intercepted.
him.
And he is
That's
gonna score.
wow.
A pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side.
I got time. I can score and I still get the ball back. I have. It's cool.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Lions go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
That was a good play back then. That is wild. Taylor Farley just came in from the complete other side.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Stroud to throw here on first down. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Only one to lead.
Second and a yard. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. It's second down. To throw, it's Stroud. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This a 57-yard attempt. Little's kick is good. And the Texans are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Pass complete. It is St. Brown. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. From the gun, here's a handoff. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. Second and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. Gonna air this one out. That's caught! And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It is a huge play for Detroit. And even 30 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's to the big tight end, Laporta. He is in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown.
I appreciate the follow, Parlay Team.
2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year.
Appreciate the follow. So, I don't know why when the man down there sitting on his hit a little zig out. They love that down there in that side of
the PAT, up and good. And the Lions add on one second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. On first down, it's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield.
Come on, Tank.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield.
How you dropping that, bro?
Quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Carrying that ball loose.
Bro, I slid. I was sliding.
Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and they'll take over after the big takeaway. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll look to throw. He's got Laporta open on the left side. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting the third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Throwing now on first and 10. And he's into the end zone yet again. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his third touchdown of the game. And number 12 on the year.
I love the challenge. I need to start playing man. I was
and the Lions are able to extend the lead.
Except I was playing over. I should have been playing outside. And I get used to the inside, so that's what I think I'm going to do.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
I definitely slid.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Stroud to throw here on first and 10. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And this will be incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion.
We
just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there. I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
On second down, Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Back to throw, Stroud. Trying to make a play out of the pocket, couldn't do it. It's intercepted.
Also down with this.
Now the try for an extra point.
I done put myself in a big hole.
The kick is good. And the Lions tack on one more to their lead.
That's crazy. That fumble just really blew me.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
It's a tough one to come back from. That fumble just really killed my momentum. Like,
so here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
hey, fumble the ball and momentum just.
They will start it on the ground to
They're
run
crazy.
the clock. Room to run at the 35. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
You know what happened, man? Freaking fumble. Hurt me. Then I just threw a quick 6.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is brought in.
Let's go, Nico!
And he's in. Nico Collins.
Let's freaking go.
Touchdown, Houston. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down.
As long as I go to the fourth
give
quarter,
up 6 points
at least
to end this half.
with at least, you know what I'm saying, down one possession, we good. But I'm finna, I ain't been running the ball like that. I gotta run the ball.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce.
Steve, I'm playing that. Ain't nobody practicing with you, man.
Very quickly,
I ain't worried about that.
Finding yourself
You
down
can
here
pick your defense
multiple
like you want
scores
to.
in the second half. The defense is going to give you some
you pick your own
friendly run
defensive
looks.
plays.
So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a game.
Steve don't play
of
Madden,
8
man.
on the ground.
We play NCAA.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now a 3rd and 2. Stroud to throw. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Come on,
And
see.
carrying
Come on,
through the
Tank.
contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to be in just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Like,
We see this
Tank,
offense
bro.
just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. Third down. 3 to go. Throwing is Stroud. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there. The sack that might take them out of field goal.
I'm going for it.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Oh, my God.
He's intercepted. Picked off by
It's
their
not over
rookie
yet, though.
first-round pick.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Right side, that's the port of the tight end. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of
Oh,
downs.
that's a good. Oh, that's
Defensively,
good,
Mike,
Brown.
this feels like desperation.
Hey,
mode.
Prime putting something
If you
together.
allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
Prime putting something together.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to, and the rush
Good
gets
sack.
home. He'll go down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
That's a real good pickup, though.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot.
Why is he
down
doing?
the
He was.
field. Inside the 20.
Why is
And
there?
they're not going to catch up to him. He will score.
Why is he all the way
77
over there?
yards.
If I'm lining up, man,
Touchdown,
defense, bro.
Detroit.
Make it make sense. He
The
was
extra
wide open
point
like
is good.
I'm lining
And the
up in
Lions
man.
will extend this third quarter
I'm
lead.
aligned in man, so. Alright. I got some for that. He ain't gonna run the ball like that, so I'm gonna finish with just running 4
Both
downs,
teams
right?
ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. What a great return. All the way down to the 40-yard line. Stroud to throw here on first down. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's
It's not the
exactly
play out
something they
there.
work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
He's into space past the 25. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Texans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Extra point by Little is good. And the Texans are able to cut into the deficit.
Right here.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away.
I need a fumble right here, Chad.
This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Drive will start on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch.
Oh, why did you put me in the zone? That's not even the play that I did.
Inside the 40-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Back to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made.
Oh, no.
And he's in. Touchdown, Lions. They'll line it up to kick the extra point.
See, and I'm finna score again. I just got to bring it within 14.
He gets it to go, and the Lions are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Now Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
They simply just don't have an answer for this guy defensively, Mike. I mean, regardless of who they put on him in man coverage or the type of zone coverage they try to capture him with, they simply can't slow him down, and we've already seen it here today. A fair share of big plays through the air, a couple of which have gone for touchdowns. He's had a couple nice blocks in the...
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter.
That's
so
crazy.
You find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang six on the defense.
Oh, well.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. There's that man again. Another catch. And that'll give him lots of room. Out of bounds, up beyond the 30-yard line. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down. We're on to the fourth on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That second quarter blew me. All that craziness that happened in that second quarter, it blew me.
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Yep.
They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
It's like he don't know when they
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drop.
Ain't nobody else catching the ball. I need another tall receiver. I got one. I need to put him in.
On first down, it's Stroud.
Bro, look at that crowd,
The
bro.
struggles continue. Another interception. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field.
This make no sense. Just make no sense.
To extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They'll look to throw. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Lions. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon.
I'm getting smacked.
The extra point is up and through. And the Lions will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone, no run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Stroud to throw, here on 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. He'll go left side here and complete this one. From the gun, here's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 20.